right. Happy spring, everybody. Blake Wright here, your host of your transition podcast. It's the season of fresh starts and new beginnings. The birds are out, the flowers are in bloom. Allergies may or may not be trying to ruin your days, but it's a wonderful time of year, a beautiful time of the year. And I don't know about you, Jonathan, my trusty co-host, but I'm really excited for all the new stuff that spring brings.
Yeah, me too, Blake. I've noticed that our Benadryl and our Zyrtec stockpile we're going to need to refill that. But yeah, I'm super excited about all the newness. In fact, right now, outside our door, my front door, we have a little bird nest that's being built. And I see the mama bird when I go out the door, and they just make a complete mess, but I just don't have the heart to take the bird nest down. Our neighbors have been telling us, take that bird nest down. They're going to leave branches everywhere, and every year they do. But I just don't have the heart to do it. But anyways, speaking of new, I'm excited about, she's a newer teammate to us, but she is just absolutely killing it with our student support team. And she's definitely not a stranger to the Central Valley Charter family. And so I just want to give a big, hearty, warm welcome to our guest today, Miss Heather Piccolo. You guys are in for a treat. What's up, Heather? Can you say hello to our audience?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jonathan and Blake. I am enjoying this weather too. All of the beautiful colors and being able to open the windows. I definitely am enjoying it, and it's been really nice. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I love being able to have the house opened up, and it looks a little stuffy here. We might have to open some windows here in the studio. But I know it's so great to have you here today with us, Heather. I think I speak for both of us when I say we're super excited to hear what you have to share with our listeners today. And in fact, before Jonathan and I stepped into the studio today, we decided, in the spirit of spring, we just kind of want to spring right into things. So would you care to share a little bit about yourself and maybe how you serve our community?
Yeah, sure. So I've been at this school since November 2020. My main credentials in special education, but I also help with a variety of things in our school, including the Building Buddies program for our elementary school. I teach directed studies, which is a class it focuses on post-secondary and organization for freshmen. And then I provide transition or post-secondary support for students with mild to moderate disabilities. A task that I also do is to help the 8th graders bridge the gap and feel more confident about going to high school next year. So basically, I get to do all the good stuff here at our school. I kind of struck gold with all the different positions, but I love it, and it's so much fun.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Heather. You are such an asset to our school community, to and that means our families, even the staff, staff, families, students, parents, all of the above. So today we invited you to the podcast to just share your message to 8th graders who are stepping into the 9th grade. I remember nerves when I was going from 8th grade to 9th grade. There was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety, and I just love what our program gets to offer. So what is your message, 8th graders who are in this boat?
Yeah, 8th grade going into 9th grade, that's a big step for families and for students. For students, my message would just be, as you step into this new chapter of your academic life, remember that there's challenges, but they can become opportunities for growth, right? And each experience is a chance to learn and evolve. You're gonna make new friendships, so embrace those, explore your interests. There's lots of different avenues at the high school, and so that's really a fun thing to do when you're in high school, is look at the different avenues, and based on your interests, don't be afraid to ask for help, right? You need to be an advocate for yourself. Believe in yourself, stay focused on your goals, strive to do your best. You know, this is like a new chapter, and so there's like so much potential, right, that we're starting fresh. So I'm excited to see all the exciting things and amazing things that the 8th graders are going to do as they become freshmen.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those words of encouragement, Heather. I'm sure our 8th graders will all appreciate it, regardless of whether or not they're nervous going into this new year or if they're really excited. But as they begin that journey into that 9th grade, I'm sure that it's going to mean a lot to them. And speaking of, would you be able to share a little bit maybe about what transition is, as well as maybe any other important information you think might be helpful for families and students, maybe some upcoming events or anything?
Yeah, so we are working on the 8th grade bridge, which is a transition from 8th grade to 9th grade. And this is for every student who is in 8th grade going into 9th grade. So we're thrilled to announce our the series. It's called our Bridge Series. They are live sessions designed specifically to help you navigate the exciting transition from 8th to 9th grade with confidence and ease. Starting on April 10th and continuing every Wednesday from 1 to 2 until May 15th. We have 6 engaging sessions lined up. So here's kind of a sneak peek of what we're doing. The first one, Carmen Marquin is going to come. She is the guidance counselor, and she's going to do a breakdown of high school classes and units, ensuring you're well prepared for the academic journey ahead. The next one is going to be focused on mastering time management, learning valuable strategies to make the most of your time and stay on top of your busy schedule, because as you get into high school, there's a little bit more to juggle. The next one will be mastering organization. So discover tips and tricks to keep your study space and material organized for maximum productivity. So as a lot of you may know, when you get into high school, not that it didn't count before, but it really counts, right? All those credits count. So organizing your space, organizing your classes is super important. The next one would be communicating my needs. So gain insights into effective communication techniques that will help you express your needs and advocate for yourself confidently. So that's another thing that we really try to work on when students become 9th graders. We want them to start advocating for themselves, reaching out to teachers, going to office hours, so they can become more independent. The next one is balancing obligations. So explore methods for balancing your academic responsibilities with extracurricular activities and personal interests. And we all know there's lots of that at our schools. The next one is critical thinking skills. Sharpen your critical thinking abilities for a crucial asset for success in high school and beyond. So that's kind of a sneak peek of all of our sessions. We do understand that life can get busy. So if any reason you're unable to attend the live sessions, don't worry. We will record the sessions and you will be able to catch them at your convenience. So as we cannot wait to have you in the sessions and try to provide all the tools and knowledge that we can to help your 8th graders feel more equipped.
I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. As you were speaking, Heather, I was like, where was this when I was in 8th grade? I could remember all of us just being so nervous. And wow, what a wonderful lineup that you guys have put together for our students. So thank you on behalf of our 8th graders and our Central Valley community. Okay, so Heather, quick thing. So if any of our families out there, they have those questions or those follow-up concerns on anything that you covered today. So what would be the best way for them to be in touch? Because I know the heart behind this is, hey, we're with you along for the journey. We want to help. This is a our department's very service oriented. For those families that have like that list of questions that just, they're thinking of late at night or whatever, what would be the next step for them to be in touch?
Yeah, so they can always reach out to me via email. My email is Heather Piccolo, heather.piccolo@yosemitevalleycharter.org. And I believe my name is on the screen here, so if you are wondering about the spelling, it's there. Or they can call or text me. My phone number is 559-258-2205. And like you said, we are here to serve the families, and I am glad to help, and I am totally geeked out by all these topics. So anytime anybody comes to me about these topics, I'm like so excited to help and serve where I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. We're so grateful that you are not only doing all of this amazing work for our student and our families, but that you took time out of your busy schedule to stop here by the studio today. I know our students and our families really appreciate and will appreciate all of those resources and that support that you'll be providing them as they start those new chapters. So we here in the studio, again, really appreciate all the work that you do, as well as our student support team, helping our 8th graders in that transition, in that bridge, and making them feel at home. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in as well. For our listeners, be sure to share some love in the comment section for Heather. Also, be sure to like and share this podcast, especially if you know an 8th grader starting that bridge to 9th grade. Share it with them. Maybe they can learn something, or maybe they haven't heard of the bridge yet, and then this is the way to get them in there, because that'd be something to be interested in. And then lastly, if you missed our 4th annual career fair, fear not, you can find all of the recordings right here on our YouTube page. Everything's going to be here for you to view. So until next time, thank you for tuning in to your Transition Podcast, and we'll see you next episode.